Welcome to the world of DIY beer craft brewing. With the Cooper's DIY Beer Craft Brew Kit, you'll soon be making quality, handcrafted beers such as amber ales, IPAs, North American pale ales, dark ales and more. Everything you need to make 1 carton of amber ale is contained in your Cooper's DIY Beer Craft Brew Kit. Just follow the simple instructions in this video and you'll be on your way to making unique single batches of handcrafted beer in no time. Over the next few minutes, we'll take you through getting prepared, cleaning the equipment, adding the ingredients and the yeast, the fermentation period, testing, bottling, and then enjoying your beer. Before you start, gather all the ingredients necessary for your chosen style of brew. Pay particular attention to the ingredient best before dates. The fresher, the better. Only use water that's free of chlorine odour and is acceptable for drinking. The most common cause for brews to fail is contamination. So all equipment that comes in contact with the brew must be cleaned to remove all visible soiling. Make sure the tap is removed, disassembled and cleaned. The first time you use your kit, you can just rinse it in hot water. Just remember, whenever you're cleaning your equipment, only use a soft cloth that won't scratch it. Once everything is clean, you can connect your tap, put on your thermometer strip and you're ready to go. For future brews, we recommend that you sanitize all your brewing equipment immediately before each brew with an unscented household bleach. To prepare your brew, first invert the brew can for 10 minutes or so. We invert it because that's the end we'll be opening. Open the brew can with a can opener and pour it into the craft fermenting vessel. Then add cold water to the 6-litre mark. You may like to pour water into the can to remove the remaining contents. To get the brew temperature in a 21 to 27 degrees Celsius range, top up to the 8.5 litre mark with cold or hot water as required. Getting the temperature right is important, so you might want to do a wet run without ingredients first. Try to get as close as possible to the lower end of the recommended temperature range. Now it's time to add the yeast. Sprinkle the dry yeast evenly over the surface and place the lid on and secure with the lid clips. Even if the temperature is slightly outside the recommended range, it's important to get the yeast in as soon as possible. We recommend you clip the lid on in case of excessive fermentation. Brews that produce more foam during the early stages of fermentation, such as higher alcohol brews, darker brews, or brews using a vigorous yeast, may require more headspace. For these brews, we recommend you use the Craft Kreuzen collar, designed to increase the effective headspace and make cleaning much easier. The Craft Kreuzen collar is sold separately. Now we wait while the brew ferments. Just make sure it stays within the recommended temperature range. With this brew can mixed to 8.5 litres, the original gravity will be 1047. The original gravity is used to calculate the final alcohol percentage. There's more information on this in the testing section of this video. After 12 to 24 hours, you'll know that fermentation is underway because you'll see foam beginning to occur and the brew becoming cloudy. All you need to do is make sure the temperature is consistent and leave it for a few days. On day 6, measure the specific gravity of your brew. To do this, you'll need your hydrometer. Start by drawing the brew from the tap to half fill the sample tube and then discard this first sample. Then, draw another sample with enough brew to float the hydrometer. Read the gravity scale at the meniscus of the brew. If your sample is too foamy, you may need to degas it. Test the specific gravity each day. Final gravity is reached once specific gravity is stable 2 days in a row. This means your brew is ready to bottle. At this point, we recommend you try your brew to check if it tastes and smells okay. If so, you can proceed to bottling. To fit your bottling valve, just slip it inside the tap and switch the tap on. It's also a good idea to place a container under the bottling valve to catch any drips. Cold, you can easily fill your bottles without having to keep turning the tap on and off. Once filled, add 2 carbonation drops for every 740 to 750 ml bottle. This equates to priming your bottles at the rate of 8 grams per litre. Then screw the cap onto the bottle, ensuring they're screwed on tight. Store the bottles at or above 18 degrees Celsius for at least 2 weeks to allow the secondary fermentation to take place. After a couple of weeks, you can place your bottles in the fridge, get them nice and frosty, then sit back and enjoy your unique handcrafted beer. If only all DIY projects were that easy. For more how-to videos, FAQs, beer recipes, online brewing tools, including a community forum to chat to thousands of brewers across the globe and more, visit DIYbeer.com today.